We saw the spooky visions last time. We got to go out into the mid-zone and look at a bunch of pictures that someone had, well, I should say paintings that some crazy doctor had decided to do some stuff with. And now we're after a little bit more information. Hello everybody, this is Frogman. Welcome back to Pacific Drive. I've not done a thing outside of moving a few things out of the car and fixing a couple of little things here and there. I guess we need to push the button and see who's contacting us today. This is a shredder. I've been faxing everything we were supposed to destroy. Holy... Yes, there's some interesting little silly things that happen in here. I've not done any of the research, and I don't really think we're going to be doing too much more as far as things go. There's quite a bit of goodness going on in here, so I think we might try to do a little bit now that we have a large chunk of corrupt energy, just to make sure we can do a couple of things. So junction bypass for sure wouldn't be a bad idea. Just the random stuff that exists in this beginning part is really handy. It might be worth us to do a couple of more things as far as just random stuff, like this is a kind of a this is right here, this little section right here is a kind of a waste of I'm just gonna say it's a kind of a waste of energy, because I don't really care about a rapid fill it's just the fuel pump that is in this garage. Now this battery that's right here, once we get to these points in here, this is a neat idea, but this is a kind of a waste of a line of energy. And again, there's some stuff up here when you start reading some of these little things going on. I actually do want that one right now, but they seem to be kind of a waste of energy. So let's make us a little bit of a circuit board really quickly, at least early on. Waste of electricity, waste of energy, waste of all those kinds of things. But let's do that first one. I was kind of digging through some of these things, the things I wanted to do right off. Let's make that one. Now what this will do, if I can get it to pick up, is the pneumatic lockers will afford us the ability to... Come on, place. You will let me do this. Yes, right there. Okay. Pneumatic lockers will pretty much take all of the storage that you have between all of the lockers in here and will allow you to place them into one specific container. So now everything we want is in here. Now it's kind of a ugly sorting system, but I can take everything that we have all over the garage now and put it in this one particular locker. I know that there are some people, and I've watched some other people kind of play this game, that use this line here as well. These are just basic large storage bins for parts and pieces of things. I really don't see a need for that as far as the car goes. I understand that you're supposed to try to maybe build it out for every specific zone or junction you plan on wanting to going into, and then saving those panels for later, but I just kind of would rather go at this all-over approach of just understanding that panels share characteristics across all of the entire car versus building the car out for one specific zone, because that means once you get out of that one specific zone, everything that you built the car for doesn't matter anymore. So a little bit more research, just going to kind of run through some of these things. I think we're getting pretty close to doing all of the fun stuff that I really care about right now, and then we're going to go probably do a little bit of just zone running. I need to go out and probably pick up a few things. I was actually interested in the tools, so let's do this one. Now that we have that, that is a yes please. This is a heck of a lot better hammer, and I want for sure this thing. Now that I've got the things that I want built out of some of this over here, this is a heck of a lot better expense on trying to do things for your repairs and whatnot. So, and we also have plenty of swamp coral, so now we have the big backpack, which is amazing. This we're not going to be able to deal with. This I'm already wearing. You need carbon fiberglass. I might work through these. How many carbon fiberglasses do we need? We need red balloons for that one. Anti-static gloves, plasma we're a little low on. Go ahead, give me a raincoat. That'll help a little bit when we're out in the world. Looks like we need to make a bunch of carbon fiberglass. And yes, a nice big backpack now, which is annoying because they do that to you, but at least you can kind of move things around and enjoy them like, you know, you would. So definitely worth doing the work to try to get towards. Why do I have so many flares on me? Okay. Carbon fiberglass. Let's make a handful of that. I think we can make a fair amount. How much is it? Yeah, we should be able to make a few of those. think we needed about 8 of them to turn this in. So let's go over here, see if we can't get a little bit more goodness. Yes, please. Now we're out of fabric. That's the way it works. Like, you go for a little while and the fabric just kind of, you forget you need fabric. It's fine. We'll be okay. We can do that one, though. And this whole thing is just about us trying to get just a little bit better with our gear. And I know we have plenty of swamp coral now. Good. We just need to go out and get some fabric. So I'm looking at doing another run here as soon as I get done doing a little bit more of this stuff. I think my first idea is going to be, I'm just going to go ahead and run some of these little connections that we don't have open, like this one, and maybe that one, or some of these other little spots in the central zone here, or the early zone. Just try to run some of these connections and then get some parts, because apparently I'm out of cloth. But yeah, a little bit more research and then we'll move on. Actually, that wouldn't be a bad one to waste it on. Let's make a big battery. Yes, please. And we'll immediately make that one if we can. You need a circuit board. Thank you. Just throw it on the floor. It's a good place for it. Can I have this, please? Where'd you go? Go in there. Thank you. Cool. Now we have a lot of power and we can put this in the machine. What else have we got left? So large fuel tank, leak resistant fuel tank, and the fuel synthesizer. This one's kind of cool, but it uses a lot of power to do the work. And I guess we have not much left here as far as lights are concerned. Go ahead, confirm that. That'll be when we decide we need a flashlight. That's actually a flashlight. And what else is left? Can I do this one? No, we need a limb magnet for that. This is a... Oh, that reminds me. Carbon fiberglass and fabric. That's the storage. I want the one that goes in the back of the car for the upgrade. Is that what this is? No. Oh, it's over here. That's what I'm looking for. Can I do this? You need fabric. Looks like I need to go do a little bit of running around and catching up on some stuff. So I'm going to go clean a little bit up. I'm going to do a couple of little more unlocks and go look for specific things like, well, stuff that will have fabric in it, and then we'll be back. I'm also going to take this and dump every one of these into that. A honey pot. Okay, I just kind of gotta say, look at this, and oh, okay, well that's cool. I've been trying to figure out what I've been missing this whole time, and apparently I've been missing a honey pot, whatever that is. I don't need you. It's just an anomaly that... Oh, wait a minute. Holy moly. It's a car that has all of its parts still on it. Oh, I get you now. I understand what that is. I've been looking and looking and looking for that particular anomaly for I don't know how long. It just, the resource scanner said, hey, there's a thing over here you haven't seen. Now I see why. Okay, that's very cool. So this whole car is an anomaly called a honeypot. Huh. Alright, well neat. Now I found something new. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and, since it's kind and give us everything, I'll just rip it all apart. That's a lot of stuff. Wow. Come on. I will say one thing, this game does get incredibly loud at times, especially when you're sitting around something like this. So there's there's two of those things right here, maybe three, and a whole bunch of these other little dudes. Man, it's loud right here. Anyhow, that's cool. Now I know what that is. Awesome. Moving on. We're just, again, looting. We're just picking things up. I'm trying to hunt down, just so you guys know what I'm doing, I'm trying to hunt down cars and trunks and stuff like this, because they're generally going to have cloth and whatnot in them. Can you open, please? Plus the houses and whatnot that are available. But you know, car trunks, especially the ones you have to pry open, will generally have cloth and whatnot in them. And you as a person can walk right through these. Just don't drive your car through it. So yeah, that's all I'm doing. Just running around, picking up junk. We've already got a decent amount. Alrighty, we got a town center, which means we got a bunch of houses and a bunch of boxes and hopefully a whole lot of cloth. So I'm gonna park and do a whole lot of stuff. We've been here, we've been to this particular area. I forget, there's like 10 or 12 houses right here, all of which should be absolutely full of useful stuff for us. So I'm gonna do a kind of a quick run around of all of this and see what we can't come up with, because it should be good. It's getting a little dark. Again, it's like the middle of the day almost, like wherever the sun is, and yet it's so dark, I don't know. Sometimes. Give me this. There, now I can see. Thank you. Oh. Alright, so that last little go around, we've managed to get a little bit of stuff. I finally picked up a few things, and I think I'm going to go ahead and do just a little bit more goofing in here. So, one more thing about the junction system, or the way that all works, we should now be able to do that, and then I need to do some more work as far as these go. Here's another one of those upgrades you want to get to when you can get to it. So just because we've gotten really lucky with the unstable energy. Don't catch me in here. Thank you. That will give us that little guy, and that little guy, well, that little guy will allow us to do some fun stuff as far as this stuff is concerned moving around here. So we have to go all the way up to here. I've done a fair amount of unlocking. I will probably, again, do a little bit more work off camera. As far as I know, there's one more, like, right here that I need to go get, but in order to do that, I have to do here. Yeah, here to here. So if you look, like, this one has another arrow pointing that way. That's how you can kind of tell where things go. Then there's this one. I'm just going to need to sit down off camera and do a little bit of work, but I do need to make an episode. So we will, I think, try to go to this particular zone right here. Now, that's a lot of, well, that should be a decent amount of driving. We shouldn't need to re-roll anything. We shouldn't need to do anything there. I should also be able to, I think, if I recall, the skip function means that I can skip one of these. I'd have to look. Give me 1 second. Let me look at that. Allow you to bypass junctions along highways. Right. That gets me more advanced stuff as far as highways concerned. That just allows us to get through all of these extra junctions. So like if you look there, we should be able to then just go from here to there without having to go through this section right here, which is fine at this point in time because this is a highway point. Anytime you see one of those are highway points. But there's a nice little highway that goes here, and there's a highway that will eventually open up over here again. I need to do a little bit more driving, but I think what we're going to do is we're going to push our way up to the Red Meadow Research Facility, and, well, go see what that's all about. I'm going to need to do a little bit of running through the marsh because I do need some more marsh eggs, and I do need a couple of other things, but we should be okay at this point to go do that. So I'm going to get in the car. Actually, yeah, we're going to get in the car. And I will see you guys in a little bit. Just want to make sure I don't have anything really crazy going on here. No, we're good. Get. Let's go. Alrighty then. Red Meadows, and time to do a little bit of investigation. Let's see. We have a single position that we need to go through here, plus a few things going on. I had to close and restart the game after the end of the last zone because I'm catching a bunch of frames for some odd reason, and I don't know why because it hasn't been doing this so far. But anyhow, let's go see what this is about.
You know, I remember Red Meadow like it was yesterday. You up to your eyeballs in paperwork, Francis coated in chalk dust from the blackboards.
You mistaking my lab notes for a trash pile and throwing away weeks of work?
Yeah, it'd be nice to see it again.
They bulldozed that facility to the ground. There's nothing left to reminisce about.
Well, let's see what we find. It's kind of nasty out here, at least. Stuff all over. I saw the icon. Where is it?
You ever regret all this?
About the very second I heard your voice coming through my speakers.
I mean, everything that happened. Handing over Lynn. The way the project ended. It cost you Alan. You know, your career.
The entire damn Olympic Peninsula. And she's still here.
So are you. You chose your urban legends over everything else.
And you wonder if I regret it?
Oh, I have no interest in regret. I want to know if you ever felt that leaving was a real option.
After everything I've seen and heard and felt here? No, not a chance.
Then we have that in common.
Actually, put the not dead one in. We have a very large building that is supposed to not be here in front of us. I guess we go see in a really nasty rainstorm of a mess of things. We have one close, we do. Let me go grab that real quick. I do want a bunch of unstable. There we go. Let's go see what's ahead of us on the road. Should have another one reasonably close. I don't know how much we're going to care. We're pretty full up right now, so I mean, if we get a chance to run into that one, we will. This looks like a big area that we need to kind of take a look at. What am I doing? Where are we going? Just drive the road up. Okay, follow the road. I will, I'm gonna leave all this stuff. I've got lots and lots and lots of stuff at this point in time. We've done reasonably well. Man, that's a big building. Maybe it's not a building. Is this the wall? Is this another wall? Holy cow. Oh. No, we're back outside. Okay. Well, it looks kind of deserted. I see all kinds of stuff we really don't need at this point. Where is it? Wow. It was a building. A very big building at one point in time. hit my car with that garbage. That's not great. Because when that pops, it's going to pop all over the car. Just like that. Alrighty. Let's go over there then. There's a health station down here. I guess we could use that eventually. I guess we just have to go all the way to the other end of this. You already have a little bit of damage. Let's take care of it. We have lots of repair kits. I have all kinds of things to repair things with. Let's get away from this bouncing thing. It's annoying.
How's Francis?
He hasn't left the bedroom.
I'm sorry you didn't know about his demotion. It wasn't my secret to tell.
It's fine. This is between him and me. So, what did Alan tell you about his work? He was second in command of Dr. K's lab after all.
Alan didn't discuss his work with me, nor did I share mine with him.
Wait, you were head of the whole stinking department. You must have known something about what that lab was doing.
If there was anything useful to be found, I'd have sussed it out already. That's all I did after the accident. Try and fail to find any answers.
Oh. Okay, well, we're gonna keep having a discussion about everything, so we'll just keep pulling anchors and find the way out. Is the wind gonna stop finally and I can kind of enjoy this a little? No, I'm gonna get splattered by a thing. That's what I'm gonna get. Thank you, you're too kind. Lighted the left right already. Automatically just pop in. Okay. There's an awful lot of stuff here. If I needed it, I would come get it, but we have... Stop. Come on, car. It's okay. It's okay. Stop. Those left rights are awful. My goodness, are they awful. I guess we have a hole in the wall. Let's go here. Are you kidding me right now? Fine. I'm gonna fix some things. Apparently that did a number on us. Wow. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Back seat. Something's wrong with it. You are leaky. Lovely. I wonder how long you've been leaky. I actually probably don't care, I guess, at this point, but we'll go ahead and fix you. You probably leaked all of my fuel out. Oh, lovely. Good. So we're down to a single tank, but I think we're about done here as far as this goes. I still have a reasonable amount of fuel. Let's go see, after we blow through this guy, hopefully we can get around it without getting affected.
Coded to the lab that used to be here.
I'm feeling less optimistic by the second. Out of scour, this place clean.
Something's here. We just can't see it.
Stop.
Oh, following a hunch. Not your usual MO, Hoppy.
No, but being suspicious of Arda is.
I'm really tired of fixing the same thing over and over again. We've fixed that one particular problem 3 times now. Alright, well, we need to figure out where we gotta go in here. Don't think it's this way. Nope, doesn't appear it. Okay, the frames are way choppy, and I don't know why. That looks a little better. Turn anti-aliasing down a little bit. That looks a lot better. Okay, let's go see what we can do. Kind of leaving a lot of this. If I need to, I can always come back to some of these zones or these junctions. They'll let you come back to these various areas. Follow the access tunnel. Okay, maybe we're doing something good now.
Driver, hang on a minute. Where are you going? That should have been the end of the facility.
According to the blueprints, anyway.
Yep, that's a dead end, and this is a big open room full of something. Oh my.
Security protocol activated. Scan artist security credentials immediately.
I don't have any. I'm just a person that got stuck in the zone. What in the world?
Well, after all these years, an artist still has something to hide. We're definitely onto something now.
Driver, anything you find down there, scan and transmit it back to us. We'll work on disengaging the security protocol.
Does this leak? Are you kidding me? Well, great. I'm gonna go ahead and fill up and then do a little bit of stuff around here. We have a huge area full of plasma. Oh my, yes, 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 we like plasma. We take all the plasma. I probably don't have a hammer enough to keep this going, though. That looks like something.
Okay, here's something. This thing in the deep zone, they called it the well.
Oh, fantastic. Tobias, run those reports through the decryptor and see what you can find.
You want me to go drive around, I guess, and look for stuff that looks like that in this big, ugly, scary building? Looks like there's some more over here. Just trying to stay away from that thing. What do we got? Okay.
Oh, you'll like this, Tobias. Your remnant origin story, if you will.
Let me guess. You're about to ruin a good urban legend with a bunch of science.
Fine, I'll read this one myself. Nice work, driver. We'll review these and summarize our findings after.
Maybe something up here. I don't know. There's another little bench area. Possibly. No? Hello? Nothing purple? Nothing to scan? Wow, sun's out. This is, kinda creepy. I don't want to know what they were doing. Whoop, too hard. Appears to be a station right there. I need to drive in the water. I can run in the water. I don't know, man. It's not great.
These lab notes are complete gibberish.
What about these diagrams, though? It looks like he was trying to convey something.
You can admire the doctor's newfound art skills all you want. You won't find anything useful in them.
And again.
This is a decrypted record of the accident. Poppy, are you sure you want to hear this? It's got details about Helen's final moments.
It's been over 30 years. I'm past ready. on, driver. Keep snooping and see what else you can find.
What have we got here? One more? Getting close. I think we're about all the way around at this point. Yeah, I don't want to know what that was. It was containment for some kind of something. I've played a lot of video games that have something like that holding something in it that you don't want to get out of it, you know, kind of thing.
Alan's lab notes. Maybe my late husband sent us something useful from the grave after all.
And you're all clear.
Give us a moment, we'll let you know what we found in all this data. You can make your way back to the auto shop after you're done scouring the place.
I might have to come back.
Thank you.
I guess you're welcome. I may have to come back just for all the plasma. May have to just come back for all of the plasma. How did I not put the car at park? Did I not put you in park and you drove away from me again? Yep, I did it again. I love it. Okay, what have we got left? We need to get out. And yeah, since I don't have any more tools and I'm not really seeing anything good laying around, let's just find an exit. I think this is going to be the exit, yes. Find the exit. I can always come back here and get a whole bunch of goodies. Anything left? I mean, I'm not worried about the fuel. We got lots of fuel. I got things I gotta fix. I got things I gotta throw away. I got a panel and a gas tank that are going bad. I might as well just remake them. And yeah, we'll just see where they set us off into the next area. We got plenty of gas. Fuel, whatever it is. Are you an art investigator? You are. What do we get in this one? Excellent. Another one of those. Alright, let's leave the zone. I could have probably gone and gotten a little bit more energy, but I know that they're going to give us a... We're going to move into another area. They're going to make us go into another place before we can jump, so we can hook this next section up and see what it's like. And if there's a bunch of stuff here, cool. If not, we're not going to worry about it. Alright, cool. New zone. What does this one have? Who knows?
Driver, you hit the jackpot. We've got a lead on what you're heading toward in the deep zone. Tobias, give us the rundown about the well.
ARDA classified it as a hotspot of ultra-high energy gamma radiation. Its eruptions were spontaneous, and ultimately ARDA made no conclusion about what caused it, when it would blow, or how destructive it would be. ARDA,
Of course, wanted to control this bottomless well of energy. So they brought in Dr. K and Alan to research activation and containment. They discovered a way to reliably trigger the well, and that was the remnants.
And that's what the remnants have been leading people towards. The well.
Nice. Okay. We're gonna have a whole bunch of these.
Report's a good one. Ready to hear where the remnants came from? The original remnants were created in Dr. K's lab. They aimed to create a trigger for activating the well by infusing objects with a carefully calibrated limb wave. The ones that shared a resonant frequency would...
yeah, just get to the good stuff.
You know, you'd be a much better ghost hunter if it weren't for that unfortunate attention span. Reading this makes it obvious how the remnants ended up in the wild.
Wait, what? How?
The gamma ray surge that caused the mass hallucination event. That energy irradiated everything within a 10-mile radius. Objects with the right characteristics absorbed that energy and became the remnants people found out in the zone.
Wow. Francis would get a kick out of that one. I'll tell him later.
Where am I going? Oh, I need to go find another road.
I've reviewed Dr. K's lab notes. Now we know what he was doing in that lab after the accident. Spinning in circles for years.
His injuries were real. Dr. K's radiation exposure should have been fatal.
And the minute he could stand on his feet again, Otis shuttled him right back to his lab and bid the monkey to dance.
They allowed him to
Carry on in the hopes that he would reproduce anything useful. He worked for 2 whole years before they quietly retired him from his post.
I'm sorry we scrambled your brain. Here's your pension. Bye.
Of course, that's just the way the government works.
You've got that accident record ready, Tobias?
Okay, I think we're good for now.
Okay, then. September 14.
1961. Otis finalized report on what happened that night. Dr. K and Alan were testing the activation potential of lab-created remnants. That night was a run-of-the-mill remnant test. Nothing out of the ordinary. The remnant in question was a tungsten cube. At 3:23 a.m., the cube was brought towards the well. The well reacted at nominal levels. However, at the 500-meter distance, the cube was sucked into the well and triggered the gamma ray surge. The energy output continued ramping up, and at 15 seconds, showed no signs of stopping. Then, Alan...
Go on. I can handle it.
Dr. K testified that Alan engaged the suppression protocol and the kill switch, both of which failed. Dr. K ordered Alan to get to safety, but Alan insisted on staying at the controls. Only when he flipped the radiation polarity did the energy output plateau, and collapsed back into itself. Alan's gamma radiation exposure was fatal due to his proximity to the well. If it weren't for him, the entire zone might have gone under.
That's who Alan was. Loyal until the very end.
I'm sorry, Abby.
I'd expect nothing less from him.
Now carefully slide down off this hill.
Once that car gets to the well, we can expect another gamma ray eruption. We'll need a way to cut it off. And I may have found the answer in Alan's lab notes. His work on that suppression technique was top-notch.
What's interesting is Dr. K and Alan didn't know any more than we do now. They had no conclusions about what the well is.
Or what the remnants did. Or how they interacted with this well.
Maybe they'll lay on some square-meter amount of gamma radiation. Maybe they trigger an eruption that we can't stop and will destroy the zone if we get it too close.
That's a hell of a rate.
Give me that. Give me it.
What are we going to do?
We keep going.
But if it's an eruption...
I already sacrificed the Olympic Peninsula once for tech. How many chances for total and utter fallout does a girl get in her life, huh?
In another life, we would have made a fantastic team.
In no universe would I not have murdered you in your sleep.
Yep, exactly. Oh, all the fellas are out. Alright, we need to, now that we've gotten all the goodness, I'm assuming you guys are done. You're done talking? Everything's over? Those should have been all the reports? Return through a gateway? Is that what I'm supposed to do? Because I'm ready to leave. I've had enough. At least for today. If I can manage to drive anyway. Roadblock, roadblock. We don't need a roadblock. We just need out before it closes the door on us. Anything good yet? No, that was a long drive. I probably could have gotten a little closer. Probably could have, but it's okay. Bury it in a pile of trees. Again. Maybe I can get into there, into there, into there, into there, into there, and we're good. Alright, back to the garage.
Now we go into the deep zone. Easy peasy.
Except for the issue of the old wall.
Right, yeah. That. You got some genius idea up your sleeve, huh?
Is that how you think it works?
That scientists conjure-up genius at will.
Well, yeah. Do you?
Well, in this case, I do. But don't expect it to work like that every time. Driver, the quarantine checkpoints will be the best way through the old wall, but they're death traps in their own right. But I designed something to help. Check out the blueprints I sent over.
Alrighty then, I think with that we'll call it. We'll mess around with them in the next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. I may do a little bit of playing around in between just to catch us up with a little bit more stuff, but I will see you all next time.